Hundreds of people on the internet try to make games using ChatGPT and other AI solutions. And if I were someone watching these videos, I'd probably just learn to code myself. Because let's be honest, these games, most of the time they really look like. But I feel like it's time to show you that AI can actually make pretty good games. So we take Flappy Birds and make it 3D. In the first step, we need the mods for our game, and I recently found an AI tool that is really a game changer when it comes to generating 3D models. Its name is LumaLabs, and I really don't know why there are not more people talking about this tool. We basically go to the website, click on image, and we type what we are looking for. I did one for the bird and one for the pipe. Then I downloaded them to my PC and imported them into Unity. For everyone who doesn't know Unity, Unity is a free game engine that makes developing games a lot easier. In the first step, I'll import the previously created 3D models into Unity and drag my player into the scene. With some adjustments, we'll have the player set up. And in the second step, I try to create the scene by dragging the pipe and a ground into the scene. I'll also place a lot of pipes to create the level. And by the way, I'm going to apologize in advance for the lags already that will occur during the game, because my PC is actually just shit, guys. Now we'll install some packages by going to the package manager and searching for Cinemachine and the input manager to get our player inputs and to create a better camera. Adding the Cinemachine camera can already make a pretty big difference, and in case you're interested in creating a similar game yourself, you can always just go to YouTube and find some tutorials on setting up the Cinemachine camera or basically anything else. As you can see, our camera is ready to go and gives a lot of control when it comes to changing the perspective. Now it's time for the part you've all been waiting for. Most likely no one gives a shit, but whatever, guys. We're going to ask ChatGPT to write the code for moving forward at a constant pace. First of all, we need to create a C# script with the name movement or whatever name you like. Now we need some code for the script, and everyone who has ever played Flappy Birds knows that the bird always keeps flying forward even without any player input. So we'll ask ChatGPT to generate that code for our movement file. We copy the code and we paste it into our movement C# file. And as you can see, everything works as expected. I actually didn't expect it to work, but whatever. Take it. Yeah, boy. So what are we going to do now? Right now the player will move forward, but our game has absolutely no gravity and no collisions. And yeah, a lot of stuff is actually missing. So to fix that, we'll add a sphere collider, a rigid body and a constant force component to our player object. Now as you can see, our player is basically falling. For you. Besides adding physics, we now want to be able to press space to make our player go upwards for a short amount of time. In order to do so, we'll use Unity's input action system and add an action map called player with an action named fly. We save that action map and create a C# script from it called player input actions. Or yeah, give it whatever name you want. Now it's time to ask ChatGPT to update our code and implement that action for us. We copy that code, paste it into our movement script again, and surprisingly, he managed to get that done once again on the first try. Actually really surprising, not gonna lie guys, I didn't expect anything, to be honest. I literally thought that I'm going to code the stuff myself, and in the end I give it the file and say, yeah, pretend that you wrote everything. But yeah, surprising. When looking at the 2D version of Flappy Birds, one can see that you can basically go upwards, downwards, but that's basically it. And I'd like to add some movement to the left and to the right, since this will also give us the possibility to create more complex level designs, where you basically have to go to the left, for example, to keep going further, or to the right to keep going further. So you basically get the idea. In order to do so, we'll open our player input actions map once again and add keys to move the bird to the left and to the right. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT to implement that logic via code. At the first attempt, it somehow removed the fly method for whatever reason, but after another try, he managed to get the game look and feel as expected. We'll add a new layer mask called death and give every single object that should not be touched that layer mask. We'll also add a collider to the pipes to basically prevent our bird from flying through them. And all we have to do now is to add the code to make our player respawn at the starting position once he hits the pipe, the ground, or basically anything else that has the layer mask death. At this point I thought I'm finally done, even though ChatGPT did pretty much everything, but then I accidentally clicked on a Flappy Birds video. and saw that Flappy Birds has a point system. Therefore, I asked ChatGPT how to implement that system, and after another hour, I managed to get it done somehow. I'm gonna be honest, I wanted the counter to be at the top, but it ended up being placed on the bird. But it looked pretty cool, gotta admit, so I kept it like that. And yeah, that's basically the finished game. We're now going to export it, and now you can play it on your PC. Could also upload it to Steam, even though I won't do it. As you can see, Flappy Birds exported and running on my PC, probably 4 frames per second. Gotta admit, this might be because of my PC, but I also didn't optimize the game, so that might be another reason as well. This game might not make me rich yet, but maybe this inspired someone to make his own or her own game. And yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Only